Hey everybody, Seatchle with Keefe Family Wines here. Today we are going to taste the non-vintage Cabernet Sauvignon that was recently released. This is a wine that is an homage to 60s, 70s, where a lot of producers would hold back and not bottle some of the wine, a lot of times due to over inventory. So they wouldn't put it in bottle and invest more money in glass and the bottling and labor associated with all of that. And then as they got 2 or 3 vintages of some of that holdback, then they'd make a whole separate bottling of that blended together. And I've had those wines 40, 50 years later in the past, and they just have been some of the most interesting, wonderful, beautifully aged wines. And so this was purposefully done as an homage to that. And so we held back some of the 19, various lots of the 20, and some of the 2021 as well, that made up the majority of this blend. So mostly Cabernet Sauvignon. Obviously it is called Cabernet Sauvignon, so over 75% Cabernet Sauvignon. A little bit of Merlot in there, a little bit of Zinfandel in there, and some other varietals as well in very small percentages, but across 3 different vintages. And yeah, so very excited about this wine. Came in at exactly 12% alcohol. Let's see what we're dealing with. Some good color. Can see the fingers through it, so a little bit on the lighter side in true Keefe Family Wine style, but some great color there. A lot of earthy aromas, which you probably get from that extra time in barrel of some of the earlier vintages in this blend. So it's really coming out with some of those secondary and tertiary notes. Yeah, some nice, very earthy, dried leaf, twig. Reminds me of like fall when you're, out raking in the yard, and all of those dried leaves. And if you like crumbled some of them up and then took a sniff. And then some nice darker fruit, some cooking spice. I'm getting like some allspice, some nutmeg. Some black currant, and definitely some black cherry. And then some nice, a little bit on the drier side of blueberry, but blueberry nonetheless. Nice, starts a little bit light on the palate and almost a little watery. But then just like continues to build, and actually even after sipping it, like it's continuing to build and getting this like increasing fruit complexity just like growing in the mouth. It's really, really interesting. Because like that initial sip, it just hits you as like, oh, this is kind of like watery and thin, and then just like every moment keeps building, and it's like just starting to fade on the palate a little bit. After that first sip. But yeah, a lot of blueberry, a little bit more complex fruit of black currant, blueberry, and earthiness on that palate. Not quite as much fruitiness coming through on the aroma, but it's definitely there on the palate, definitely on the darker fruit side. Some nice lingering like oak and tannin to it. Well integrated. It's definitely in the background, not the foreground, of the profile on this wine. Yeah, really nice. Hints of minerality, some good acid on this. I think it'll continue to develop really, really nicely. Even just that second sip felt not quite as thin on the front leading into it. So I think give this age and it'll do nice, but for price point and drinkability, I mean, this is really made to just be opened with food, enjoyed at an approachable price point with friends and family for any type of meal. But yeah, quite lovely. I think you very much will enjoy. Thanks for tasting with me. Non-vintage Cabernet Sauvignon. Keep family